Hi, it's Mike Rogers Show. Mike Rogers here with you. And today we have a special guest, and she's just telling me what her real name is. I thought her name was Annie, but let's can you Annie, can you introduce yourself to us?
Hi, I'm Gini from the band Annie Taylor.
Oh,
and, so good to talk to you.
So wait a minute. So you are Gini, you are not the lead singer of Annie Taylor?
No, I totally am. And guitarist, and but it's an artist name, since we chose like a strong emancipated woman who did like some crazy stuff in 1900s. Actually, this woman Annie Taylor tossed herself in a barrel over the Niagara Falls, and when she survived like 100 years ago, we thought like, oh shit, that's kind of a cool story to honor. So we chose her name as our band's name.
So it's kind of a band name, kind of like Alice Cooper, except there's no Alice in the band. Oh,
yes, that's right.
I see. So Gini, so can you tell us about your band? How long you've been playing? And you guys have a new record out, and you're gonna go on tour pretty soon.
Yeah, that's right. We played together since a bunch of years now. I think we started around 2018.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like shows at friends' house and everything, and then we suddenly started to tour in Italy and France and Switzerland, because Switzerland is like such a good place to tour.
Mm-hmm.
It has like really easy, accessible ways to Italy, France, Germany, just name it. Everything's around Switzerland. So that's how we started, and now we just released a new record, Inner Smile, that we recorded in Bristol with Ollie Chant. And right now I'm having a few days off before we go back on tour to play festivals and some more shows in winter.
Oh, can you move your camera so that you're more in the middle? Yeah, there you go. That's better.
Like that?
Yeah.
Right.
So do you know Beatman Zeller?
Reverend Beatman.
Yeah, you know him?
Yes, of course. He's like a iconic person here in Switzerland. He's like the rock and roll man, I would say.
Yeah. So have you done any work with him, or you play concerts with his band or whatever?
Unfortunately, I haven't met him yet in person.
Well, if you meet him, you gotta tell him you're Mike Rogers' friend.
Right.
So
have you met him before?
No, but we talk to each other all the time.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
If this is meeting, then yeah, I have.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, he seems to be like a really interesting person, and I mean, I would love to hang out with him for one night.
Oh yeah, he's crazy.
Or more. Yeah.
He's a good crazy. He's a good kind of crazy. So okay, so tell us, you just released a new record?
Yeah.
It came out in July what?
July 7th. I think it's now out for like 2 weeks, something like that.
Oh,
a bit more.
Yeah.
It's like brand new. I've
been playing it, and I got Rodney Bingenheimer to play it, you know.
Oh, sick. That's cool.
I thought I tagged you. Maybe I did.
Thank you.
Maybe I didn't, but yeah, I sent him the song, and he played it last week, and then I sent him another song this week. So I'm a curator.
Cool, thank you so much.
I'm a curator for Rodney.
Yeah.
I was Rodney's first assistant, like in 1978.
Oh, no way. Wow, okay.
So I've known him for 45 years.
Wow, you guys go way back.
Yeah. So.
And how was it to be his assistant? Wild times, or?
I was just a university student, and he was a famous DJ, you know. So I just asked him, like, you know, I'll be your assistant and whatever, and he said okay. And at that time, nobody thought it's going to turn into this legendary thing. I never thought that at all. And I just kind of thought, you know, I'll clean up the studio and meet these rock stars and stuff. But he introduced me to everybody. And I met the Ramones and Phil Spector and and so many people like that through Rodney. So now that Rodney's got your music and starts playing you, then when you go to Los Angeles, you can say, hey, we're Mike Rogers' friend, and Rodney will be really nice to you.
Well, nice. Sounds cool. Well, sounds like a plan.
So tell us about, how did the band get started?
Well, actually it started in my living room back then. We used to have like a really, really crappy house in Zurich that was like about to get demolished. And my friend had some drums in his basement, and he was like, "Ugh, I don't know what to do with the drums." And we're like, "I just set it up in the living room." And he was like, "Okay." So we started setting up a rehearsal room in our living room and just started jamming along. And it probably sounded horrible. It must have been like everybody's nightmare to live there. But for us, it was like just like a lot of fun, you know. And I learned so much with like playing with him to get into music and everything. So shortly after that, we started a band. And meanwhile, he doesn't play in the band anymore because he had some other plans. But the band kept on going, and then I found my other band members who are close friends to mine, and that was just like really easy playing along because we just knew each other already. And you know, it's always different to play with friends than like people you just like work together. So yeah, that was really, really helpful and fun as well to start like that.
So when was your first show?
The first show ever, we played in a bar. Like in a mountain place. There's like this place called Locks. It's like kind of famous in the snowboard world. They have like a massive snowboard pipe. A lot of people come there for snowboarding. So we used to go snowboarding a lot as well. And this was like our place to hang out in Ricky's bar. So she was like, "Oh yeah, we need a band and you guys should come." We're like, I don't know. But then we just did it, and I think it was one of my favorite gigs ever because there were so many friends of ours there, and I think we sold all the merch at the first show. It was like just like an insane party, and we were joking also, you know, like being there and like, what if we don't like playing live, you know? What if we're like at the stage and we're like, oh, that's nothing for me, no, thank you. But fortunately, it wasn't like that. We just like really enjoyed it.
So what year was that?
That was 2017, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, you guys have only been playing together for like 3 years?
Well, yeah.
6 years?
Yeah. Well, like kind of. I mean, I haven't been doing any music before that. For me, it's like every move, every step I'm taking with the band is like my first steps, basically. Yeah. So yeah, it's cool. It's exciting.
How did you and I meet? I mean, this is the first time we met, but how did I find you? Or
well, I don't remember. I just saw like once that you posted something, and I was like, "How, who's this guy in Tokyo?" And then I looked it up, and then I listened to your show, and I was like, "Oh, that's freaking cool. Let's stay in touch." Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe it was around when we released. Could be maybe last year or the year before. Maybe with our first record that we did, maybe one of these tracks could have been featured.
So what I always do is I always I found you this way. I always like search the internet looking for new bands, because in this country, in Japan, nobody plays new bands ever.
Oh yeah.
Except me. And so I always want to look for something brand new and really cool that has a good groove and a rhythm, and I figured the kids might like it. So I do remember that, playing you guys, and the reaction from the fans was really good. So I think from that first record, I don't know, I played 3 or 4 or 5 songs.
Wow, cool. Thank you.
I don't know, more than 2 or 3 or 4 times. And I have 6 radio shows. So, you know, I'll play a song on this show, that show, that show, that show, that show, and try to build a buzz up that way. But like, yeah, a lot of kids here in this country really like you guys.
Well, that's cool. Thank you.
So,
but what kind of music do people listen in Japan? Is there like a big rock scene, or is it like more like all mixed? Or?
That's a difficult. Japan has probably one of the coolest rock scenes.
Yeah,
it's like London 1977 or something like that. And you should ask Beat Man. He knows. He came here.
Oh,
when did he come here? I think he came here last year in October.
All right. Okay.
I think, or maybe it was the year before. So he knows. And there is a massive underground rock scene here. It's huge. And in Tokyo, we have like 850 clubs.
It's insane.
That people can play, and it's really popular, but it won't be played on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
The radio only plays like top 40 crappy music, you know? And in a big city like Tokyo, there's 38 million people here, but there's only 5 FM stations. And they all play the same thing. They all play, you know, whatever. I don't even know their names.
Sure. Yeah, I would know if you could tell me.
Justin Bieber or Bieber, something like that. That's the kind of music they all play.
Yeah.
So, I still play indies music and on the FM radio, but I'm the only one I know. I don't know anyone else. It's pretty depressing. So,
yeah, I can imagine. I mean, that's the way it is usually, right? If you don't have like any college radios or like special radio shows.
There's no college radio or anything like that.
No.
It just doesn't exist.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they don't do that here. And
but it's cool that you have such a big underground scene. That's must be really
the underground scene's massive, and there's a lot of really cool bands, and every October they have what they call the Halloween Ball, and it's just a gathering of garage and punk bands. And Beat Man came to play at it I think it was last year.
Yeah,
I don't go to that because it's so crowded. Like there's so many people, you wouldn't believe it. It's packed like a sardine can and stuff, you know.
Oh wow.
So I'm too old for that. I don't go to that, but yeah, there's a lot of, you know, a big club event like that is huge, massive. So anyway, so tell us about you got a tour starting. Well, I mean, you already started your tour, but you got a tour starting in August, right?
Right. Yeah, we have. Well, we actually, as you said, we already played a bunch of shows now.
Yeah.
And having another tour coming up in August that will be in Germany and in Austria. Before we head back on a Swiss tour. I think we have some dates in France as well before we have like the big tour coming up in February. So it's like a lot of touring at the moment, which is really cool. Very excited to play all the new songs and to get like back with the fans. It's always, fun playing live shows.
Yeah, I've got the schedule right here. Wait a minute. Out.
Yeah, we have this. I think some festivals in Germany, and then this bigger tour in February is not announced yet, but I think it's gonna be really cool for us to tour like the rest of Europe finally.
Yeah, from August 5th, you're playing. I can't even pronounce these names.
Yeah. You should try though.
Granchen CH. What is that? I don't know what that means.
That would be
Slovakia.
Switzerland.
What?
No, that would be Switzerland, CH.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Why is CH Switzerland?
I don't know. It's just
okay. There we go. All
don't
right.
even ask.
and then
maybe because we have this weird way of saying all the time when we're talking in our language.
Okay, so then you got shows planned all the way up till October 26th at Etagniers in Switzerland. Croc the Rock.
Yeah.
Is that a festival or something?
Yeah, that's a pretty cool festival. They have like always very cool lineup. I think it's pretty international as well. It's not huge, but it's like a cool scene festival, I would say. Yeah.
Wow. So you play a lot of festivals and stuff, and I read that your quartet has played sold out clubs at home as well as abroad, and you got asked to support such acts as LA Witch, Sunflower Bean, or Sugar Candy Mountain. Yeah. So did you do that in Europe?
Yeah, like most of these bands we supported in Switzerland. Also, last year we had like 2 really cool support shows, like for Skunk and Nancy and for Wolf Alice, which was really special. Yeah, that was really cool. And also there's like this big German band, maybe you know them. They're called Beatsteaks.
Yes, I know.
Like, yeah, okay. So we also played a bunch of shows with them also in Germany, and that was also like super fun. We actually just saw them last weekend again because we played the same festival. And it's just so cool, you know, to get like to become friends on tour, because you just see each other like for a few hours, maybe for nights, and you know, sometimes you just instantly click because you have like similar friends, similar stories, similar struggles, similar things to look out for, and then you meet again somehow on another festival. So yeah, that was really fun with them as well.
So also you got the prestigious Best Talent Award by Swiss National Radio SRF3 and a nomination at this year's Swiss Music Awards. Did you get a big trophy or something like that?
No, I don't know how serious you can take a Swiss Music Award. We didn't win it, by the way. Yeah, you know, it's like a bit of this thing that you said with the radio. It's like there's so many amazingly good bands coming from Switzerland, really. Yeah. And I don't think that they are even mentioned in any way in this kind of like big award-winning events, which is like a bit of a shame because, yeah, of course, there's a lot of people who are making amazing music as well who won them. But there's so many cool on-the-ground musicians who are not even like, mentioned at all. So, but yeah, it's of course it's like a great honor having like a nomination and to be supported so well by the Swiss National Music Station. Yeah.
You should ask the Reverend. Tell him like you're Mike Rogers' friend, and Mike Rogers told you to ask him how can you tour Japan, or what can you do? Yeah. He would know. I don't know.
That would be fun. Yeah.
He would know, and he would know the people who are here who run labels, and he could introduce you to them. He might say like, you have to sign to my label, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, right. I'll tell him.
But yeah, he's a really nice guy, and they're really famous in Japan.
Yeah. I think they're touring everywhere.
Yeah. So, all right. So your record is on sale now. Is it on sale in Japan? Do you know?
I think so. I think we have worldwide distribution.
What record label is it under?
That would be Taxi Gauche Records.
Taxi Gauche. You know, I know this name.
Yeah.
Some of the label mates.
Yeah, he also has like Chloe Gallardo, Tracy Bryant, a bunch of really cool bands, also like LA based, because the guy who runs the label, Pete, he's also a pilot. So he's like connecting like all over the world, like bands with each other, and like takes them on the label, which is kind of cool. Yeah, you have to check it out. I think you will find some new music that you would like.
Yeah, I'll write to him and tell him like send me data. I don't need records. Taxi Gauche records. Okay.
You're not collecting?
No. If I get started doing that, there'll be no end of it. And I already have a basement full of CDs and stuff, and I can't figure out what to do with them. So
yeah, it's like a hobby.
The last thing I need is to start collecting records. That oh my God, that would just when CDs first came out, like in I think it was 83 or 84. I had lots and lots of records, and I kind of thought, oh, okay, this is what do you call it? Progression, the future.
Yeah.
So I just sold all my records. All of them. Yeah. I sold them all, got rid of them all, and started buying CDs. And now it's like nobody wants CDs. And I've got all these CDs, and it's just like, what am I gonna do with this stuff?
Yeah, second rounds, but maybe they're coming back in 10 years.
Hopefully I'll be dead by then. So, okay. Oh, and tell your friend at Taxi Gosh Records, I run a music festival here.
Right?
It's called the Japan Indies Music Awards.
Okay, that's where we're coming then next time.
Yeah, so bands don't need to come and perform here, but if they want to like submit a video, they can submit a video for the competition. Right. And last year lots of bands, mostly the video submissions are from foreign bands.
Yeah,
so they can submit, and then the judges, it's run like a film festival. Select the videos, the winning videos, and then we have a live show with Japanese rock bands. The last 3, it's been difficult the last 3 years because of Corona.
Of course,
yeah. So, but we have that, and it'd be really cool to see stuff from Taxi Gotch Records. So
right, I'll definitely tell him. Cool.
Thank you so much.
Hey, arigato.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Do you have any last words you want to say to your Japanese audience?
Yes, stay tuned. We'll be recording soon again, and I hope that we can come with new tracks and the new record to Japan sometime.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Ciao.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.